Hi, my name is Matt Lighty. I'm going to do my speech on fire safety and fire prevention. Fire prevention, according to the Red Cross, you should change your batteries twice a year. Once in the fall, November, when you set your clocks back, and once in the spring, in April, when you set them forward. The reason why we do this is that a lot of times you don't remember to check your smoke detector, batteries run dead, so it's a good idea to change those twice a year. According to the Red Cross, October is Fire Safety and Prevention Month. It was established in cooperation with the Great Chicago Fire back in 1871. This is why we have Fire Prevention Month and Fire Prevention Week. According to the safetyathome.com, you should have at least one fire extinguisher in your home. The best all-purpose fire extinguisher would be the ABC class. And I'll go over that. Fire has 4 different classes. Class A is an ordinary combustible fire. It would be wood, paper, any of that type of stuff. Class B is flammable liquids. We all have those in our homes. Gasoline, kerosene, things of that nature. Class C is an electrical fire, which could happen if you overload a circuit, leave a space heater on, any of that type of thing. Class D is not so much found in the homes. It's a heavy metals fire. Usually you won't find those type of materials in the home, but I wanted to bring that up and bring it to your attention. In the Fire Essentials training guide recommends that you use good housekeeping procedures in your house. You don't stack things on top of things in corners. You want to reduce your fire load, because if a fire does happen, the more stuff you have stacked up, let's say for instance in a hallway or in a basement, the fire is going to grow and grow and grow. You definitely want to keep things out of corners, because a fire, the way it grows, is a V-shaped pattern. It grows outward and upward. So if you have things stacked in a corner, that is going to really make that fire grow quickly and get up into the ceiling. According to the NFPA, that's the National Fire Protection Association, you should always have a plan of escape for your house. You should always have 2 ways out. You should have a meeting place outside to make sure everybody has got out safely. It's very important never to go back into your home when if there's a fire. Don't go back in after your cats or your kids' toys. You can always buy, a new. It's hard to say a new pet or a new toy, but you can't buy a new kid. You can't buy a new yourself. So I feel that's a very important thing that I like to really hit home on, is never go back in your home. If you don't have your phone with you, go across the street, use a neighbor's phone, and call for help. And does anybody know the number to call?
911.
911, that's right. Okay. According to FEMA.gov, FEMA is the Federal Emergency Management Agency, and they respond to all types of different disasters. Does anybody know what the #1 killing disaster is? It's house fires. In 2009, there were 2,600 deaths that were involved in house fires. There were over 13,000 injuries. And in those 2,600 deaths, 100 of them were firefighters. So fire is a really dangerous thing, and you've got to be prepared for it. In conclusion of this, I just want to go over some of the main points that I hit. You need to have a plan on getting out of the house. Have 2 ways out. Make sure you have a meeting place when you're outside. make sure you have a fire extinguisher in the house, preferably an ABC type fire extinguisher. I would do an inspection of the home and make sure that your outlets aren't overloaded to where you have 6 or 8 things plugged into them. That's what you would get, that would cause an electrical fire. Storage of your flammable liquids. Make sure they're in a locked storage case. That way, you know, they're locked up, they're concealed. If it does happen to catch fire, they're contained. Also, I wanted to go over the smoke for your smoke detectors, your battery changes. You do it in the fall and November, and you do it in April and the spring. Okay? So that is my speech on fire safety. I'd just like to thank you guys for coming out and listening to it. I hope that you guys got a little bit of info that might help save one of you or your children's lives. Thank you.
Woohoo!
That's fun so far.
Yeah, it was.
I need to take and change our battery.